Kevin Williamson has given a definitive answer on what happened to Stu Macker after the first Scream movie, and his answer is actually a big relief. Wes Craven's Scream arrived to change the horror genre and revitalise the slasher genre and made way for one of the most popular horror franchises. But before we get into that, I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick, and welcome to Firthy's Feedback. So, even though there have been different characters who have worn the Ghostface mask and costume, the two killers that both viewers and characters still talk about are the original ones, Billy and Stu. Billy Loomis was revealed as the mastermind behind the Woodsboro murders, beginning with that of Sydney's mother Maureen the year before. Stu, on the other hand, was Billy's accomplice who mostly followed his friend for the thrills, which made him quite scary. At the end of Scream, Billy was shot in the head to make sure he was really dead, per Randy Meeks' rules to survive a horror movie, while Stu was killed by Sydney when she dropped a TV set on his head. However, as Stu wasn't shot in the head like most Ghostface killers, it has been widely believed that he survived and could return in a future Scream movie. But this is now impossible, and that's great news. Speculation about Stu's possible survival and return to the Scream franchise is not new, but it was certainly fueled when the franchise's reboot was announced. After a lot of theories about it, screenwriter Kevin Williamson told Collider that Stu Macker is, in fact, dead, thus putting an end to all the theories and speculation about him somehow surviving being electrocuted. Williamson pointed out Lillard's cameo appearance in Scream 2, where he very briefly appears in the background of the frat party as the possible start of the Stu is alive theories, but made it clear that Lillard just came to visit the set that night, so his cameo doesn't mean anything. Although the Scream franchise has been mostly successful, it has had its not-so-good moments, and Stu being alive would have definitely fallen into that category. Not only would it have been hard to believe that Stu survived a TV set to the face, but it would have made little to no sense to reveal his survival over a decade after the first Woodsboro murders. If anything, if Stu had survived, it should have been addressed in earlier movies. But now, Stu being alive would have simply been a dumb idea. Since Scream, Stu and Billy have been mentioned in all of the movies in the franchise so far, and even if Stu hasn't appeared again, unlike Billy in Scream 2022, his legacy still continues. Billy and Stu made way for all the murders that have followed, and with the exception of Roman in Scream 3, there have been two Ghostface killers, with one usually joining in part for the thrills, like Stu did, as was the case for Scream 4's Charlie and Scream 2022's Amber, though they also had other reasons. Now, Stu can't make a surprise return in Scream 6 and beyond as many hoped, and he might not return like Billy did in Scream 2022 as he has no personal connection to any character. But his legacy continues simply because there continue to be Ghostface killers, and these could end up mirroring him in different ways, intentionally or not. What do you guys think? Will we see another Stu in the Scream franchise at some point? And are you bummed that we've been told he is officially dead? Let me know below.